Assalamualaikum student. This video is in the continuity of already discussed video, the introduction to the gravity method. So we were on the point and we said that the gravity method, in the gravity method we are, our focus is to find out the gravity anomalies, and on the basis of the gravity anomalies we can interpret a lot of things. So let's discuss where we left, that the gravity method respond directly to the mass excess or mass deficit. So this is basically the major point in that gravity survey, that the gravity is actually dependent on the mass of the body, and we can also say that it's actually concerned more about more with the density of the body. How much the more the density of the body, more would be the gravity. So in the gravity method, it requires a small amount of instrumentation, and it is an unobtrusive method able to be conducted in environmental sensitive areas. There are some areas of the environment, if we talk about the forest, or if we talk about the national park, and some other environmentally reserved areas, environmentally protected areas. And in those areas there are, being the environmental science, being from the environmental science, we know that there are certain laws over those areas that we are not able to carry out all of the activities there. So in the environmental sensitive areas, the gravity method could possibly be the best way to explore the subsurface geology. And again, I would say the point, I am repeating again, the point that the theme of the gravity method is hidden in the thing that that every rock type has its own porosity, permeability, so it will have its own gravity as well. And when we are going to find out that gravity, we will find the anomalies. If we are going to study, if there are subsurface, there are the metamorphic rock or some other metal, the geology, the gravity would be a little different. And if we are going to explore salts, there is a salt dome inside the subsurface geology, then the gravity would be the different. So this is the theme of the gravity. Okay, so let's move further. There is a wide range in the density among rock types, and therefore the geologist can make inferences about the distribution of strata. Like I have said earlier, that there is a wide range of the density among every rock type. There are so many types of the rock. Basic are three: igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. But every type of the rock has its own multiple types, and it has on its density, and which is leading to its own gravity. Okay. So let's move further. Anomalies in the Earth's gravitational field result from the lateral variation in the density of the subsurface material. This is one of the very main point and the theme of this whole introduction regarding the gravity method. That anomalies means misbehavior. What we mean here by the misbehavior, we know that the gravitational acceleration is almost constant, and we say that the gravitational acceleration is 9.8 meter per second square over the surface at the sea level. And but in actual practices there is a lot of variation, and there is a lot of fluctuation in the gravity with time, with instrument, with weather, and with the conditions, and there are so many other things that are concerned. And in the anomalies, on the general behalf, the anomalies, if we are talking on the same surface, and if we are not even talking about the elevation or going far from the equator, we would come to know that if we then found the anomalies there, then this is linked directly with the variation in the density of subsurface material. Suppose you are going to explore the 3-kilometer area. Suppose you are going to explore 3-kilometer area, which is from point A to point B, and let's talk about here point A. This is point A, and this is point. Let's make it darker. This is point B. This is 3-kilometer area, and you need to travel from here to here. And now you can see this. Let's move. Okay. Let's move it a little bit. There is point A. this here is point B. You need to move from here to here, and in this subsurface, you know that there is some material is present over here. So while you will conducting the survey over this surface, you will found the anomaly. You can see this easily on the screen that there is a rise, there is a curve that we see on the graph. So now let's come to the topic that why this curve appear on the graph, or why this curve we see in our survey is it's basically dependent on the subsurface material. It's dependent on what? It's dependent on the subsurface material. We see that there is certain buried dense body. So there is a dense body. This will cause the variation in the G. The G will certainly somehow will increase somehow. So then we will be able to know that beneath this point where we measured the gravity here, over there, if we are on over this point on the surface, if we are over this point on the surface, we will certainly say this that beneath this surface we have, because we have seen the anomalous gravity or anomalous behavior of gravity over there would certainly be something beneath this surface. So the subsurface geology or subsurface material have the direct link with overall gravity variations. And the same again the same picture which shows about the gravity variation. Okay, so now let's talk about we can say that the limitation are the simply the one of the we have talked the lots of positive aspects. One of the foggy aspect, or one of the little the bad aspect is this, that the after all the gravity data that you will collect, there will be the ambiguity in the data interpretation, and this arises because many different geologic configurations could reproduce similar observed environment. We have the recent sciences, but we have not even gone so far that we could discuss and explore everything that we encounter. So up to that, there are so many different geological configuration, or so many different geological surfaces that will reproduce the similar observed environments. So it will be difficult for us to find actually what would actually be beneath that surface. So this is somehow we can say that this is the little bad aspect of this method. Okay, and for that we can compare the data with other geophysical data that were taken from that area. We can go for electrical, seismic, or magnetic data, and we can then interpret. So this was all about the introduction regarding the gravity method.